this is quite a bit of a shorter video I wanted to make, and it concerns batteries and how you can check if a battery is flat or not. So let's talk about a device that I use quite often for this, right here. Now of course quite a lot of devices like this mouse, that iPad and the camera that's recording this video come with rechargeable batteries. But there are also quite a number of devices that don't. With the rechargeable batteries, you just charge them up when you think it's getting empty or after each use, preferably using the USB-C standard, but some devices don't support that. But what do you do with a non-rechargeable battery? Well, you replace it when it's done. But how do you know when it's done, when it's depleted? Well, the correct answer is using a battery tester, and well, there are many different types of battery testers because partly there are different types of batteries to deal with. For instance, 1.5 volt button cell batteries are used by this calculator, this little credit card style remote, and this weather station use 3 volt button cell batteries. AAA batteries are used by, for instance, this keyboard, this older remote control for my micro set. 9 volt block batteries like this one are used sometimes for Arduino projects, and all the smoke detectors might have them as well. In fact, I bought this one for one of those until we replaced them with 5-year lithium batteries. Well, 5 years just so happens to be the typical lifespan of a smoke detector itself, but this battery lasts much shorter than that, about 1 year. So eventually you're going to need to replace it, or if it's a removable rechargeable battery, you're going to have to charge it up using a separate charging device. Most of the devices that take these non-rechargeable batteries tell very, very simplistically, if at all, how much battery is left. In order to get a more accurate representation of this, we use a battery tester like this one. Now this one I've got years ago, as you can see. One of the holes just used to have a peg in it, but it doesn't anymore for some reason. So how many kinds of batteries does it take? Well, we've got 12 volt batteries, like using older switching systems. We've got AAA, AA, C, which are really just bigger AA's used by, for instance, the radio that I have in my kitchen. And D batteries, which are commonly used in boom boxes. Here we can check various kinds of button cell and half circlistic batteries, you know, those kind of things. The way you use it is you put in one AAA battery at the back, and then you put your battery against relevant terminals. These are for 9 volt, for instance. And the matrix display just shows how much voltage is left on the battery. As you can see, this battery is almost fully charged. If the battery indication goes towards the right, all the way or almost all the way with the battery well held in, it's good to go. If we end up somewhere around the middle, the battery should still be usable if it's a non-rechargeable one. But with a rechargeable battery, you'll have to charge it up at this point. Because if we end up in this area over here, well, the battery is pretty much dead and will need to be replaced, even if it is rechargeable. It's also important, vastly, to ensure that the battery has good contact and the level goes up as high as it could. Anyway, this type of battery tester is commonly available on the internet. I'm not sponsored by anyone, I just think it's a very handy tool to check if your non-rechargeable batteries are still usable. And the same is true for rechargeable standard size, you know, like these AA batteries, like the ones found in this radio scanner that I've actually made a video about before. In any case, I hope to see you another time and that you have something to do with this little tip of mine. Bye bye! I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, please give a thumbs up and share this video with all your friends, and perhaps consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.